Hi, I'm Phil Price. I'm the Performance Academy Director at Stellantis. I've been in the company now for over 30 years. And through that time, 30 years, I've been in training for about 15 of those years. And in those 15 years, we've completely written the rule book up in terms of learning and development.
So I'm Matt Wicks. I am the co-CEO for technology and innovation at the Virtual Forge. So I basically run the technology side of the Virtual Forge, and I am a long-standing technology lover, basically.
10 years, we've been using data to help power our onward journey, and one of the key statistics that we have, not just in our company, but it's a global automotive issue, is staff turnover. Okay, we and a lot of, and again I know this because I talk to other retailers that have exactly the same issue. Staff turnover is a big problem. Okay, so we've got new individuals joining our business every single day, and they could be from a sales executive, sales manager, warranty administrator, so on and so forth. Most of them have experience, but they might not have experience of Stellantis and our systems and our direction. So being able to use Scout to ask a question that you may understand from another automotive manufacturer, but not necessarily Stellantis, is, how do I process a warranty claim? Pretty standard language, right? How do I process a warranty claim? Well, how you process a warranty claim in Stellantis will be very, very different to how you may have done it in another brand. So being able to kind of use that, for me, if I was a warranty administrator or service manager or service customer advisor, I understand that language. It's beautifully simple, isn't it? How do I process a warranty claim? I can ask Scout and it will tell me, but it will talk Stellantis. Scout will translate that simple request into a development opportunity or an information opportunity that's going to allow you to talk Stellantis. And that for me was really key as well, right? We don't want to have to write huge paragraphs of information to get to the answer, and it's as simple as like 4 or 5 words. And I've tested this many times myself, and as I've alluded to, I've been in the company for a long time. I use Scout pretty much every day, right, to find the answers, and I'm literally 4 or 5 words, and it's not let me down yet.
Plus, of course, because we've got the metrics at the back end showing what people are searching for, what they're finding and what they're not finding, we can feed that information back in. And also, within MyContentScout, everything can be rated for a good answer, a bad answer, good content, bad content. That also then feeds back into the work that Andy and the team are doing in terms of being able to keep content up to date and have content that's actually answering the questions people need to answer.
I'm Andy Martin, and I am Digital Content and Learning Technologies Manager here at the Performance Academy. I look after all things digital training, and from a learning technologies perspective, how we can utilise technology to enhance training, user experience, and essentially our business objectives as well. The initial benefits we've seen is all around seeing what people are searching for, because that's really given us a real insight around what people are needing. So people are searching for things like warranty or certain processes or some information around product, and we can see where where people are kind of looking. And what that also allows us to do is see what people are searching for, where we've got gaps. And then we're able to work really quickly within the team that I look after to go and create that content and fill that gap. So all of a sudden, we're actually getting that real detailed insight from the network that we would have never otherwise got.
So I think it's really important. We've got huge amounts of data that we've been working on now for some time. We've got, this is what we refer to ourselves as the Performance Academy, right? Because we need to know what's going to stop somebody selling a car today, what's going to stop somebody giving a great customer experience, what's going to stop a technician fixing a car right first time. And we've got all of that information, okay? And because we've got it all, we know the reasons why these things are impacting our ability to perform better as an organisational unit. We work very, very closely with sales and with after sales. The whole business actually is bolted into this idea of using performance data. And actually, because we could see the reasons why, a lot of it is down to misunderstanding or lack of understanding of what the communication is seeking to achieve, or I've not even seen it and I'm working in a manner that I thought was correct. So you take all of that data, we understand where the gaps are, We know all the communications, all the training, all of the briefs, all that we've created that are designed to fix those issues, and we've put them into Scout. So if everybody starts to use Scout because the data's telling us this is the content we should have on Scout, it will naturally improve our performance as an organisational unit. And as we continue to develop Scout and we move forward with it, imagine the power of continuing to use that data in line with the ultimate colleague, for want of a better word, that can always be on and always help you. That for me is a significant performance enhancement for our organisation, and more importantly, how the retailers benefit from that. So, talking to Scout's like talking to a colleague. It's always on, it's always really friendly, it's always going to help you out with the questions that you ask. And if it can't, the important thing is that we will know where there are gaps in the questions that are being asked, and it will come to us, and guess what? In 24 hours, we've made an agreement that we will create content and throw it back into Scout so that it's always educating your colleague.